the WDWL TV multiplex, live from the newsroom. Starring the grumpy old man, me, and the grumpy vulture. Would you like to take your bow? Take your bow. Very nice, very nice. Now, back in your corner. Yeah, look at the camera. There you go. Greetings, friends. Oh, it's a warm and toasty 7 degrees here in Cleveland tonight. Oh, Jesus. Although, I'm not complaining. My niece is up in Milwaukee. They're like at minus 40 right now. I was like, holy yachapuck, minus 40? That's Mount Everest weather. Then I have another niece who's up in Canada. Fuck, do you stand that weather? She goes, you just make sure that every piece of skin is covered. I don't know how people survive in this shit. You know, I've been watching documentaries this week. I got hooked on goddamn Mount Everest videos. And mainly the 1996 disaster where they lost like 11 people in one day. And you know, it's turned into such a commercial bunch of bullshit. Nowadays, you know, if you got $7,500,000, you throw it at one of these guides. They fly you up in a fucking helicopter, you know, to base camp and outfit you with all your gear and treat you like, you know, a debutante or, you know. That is not mountaineering. What Sir Edmund Hillary did is mountaineering. And I can't remember his Sherpa's name. But that is, you know, yeah. It's nice bragging rights to say, oh, I was on the summit of Mount Everest. Okay. Did you summit Mount Everest as you know, somebody that had a lot of fucking money that just wanted the bragging rights? Or are you a true mountain climber? Now, I know tourism in Nepal and Tibet and in those areas brings in a shitload of money for a poor country. But my opinion, I feel they shouldn't issue a permit to anybody that isn't a true mountain climber. Because most of these people with money that just want to go to the summit for bragging rights are the ones that end up getting everybody fucking killed on the way down. And yeah, that is probably the more dangerous part of the whole thing with Everest. Not going up so much, coming down. And that's where most of the people end up dying or getting killed. If you're not a true mountaineer, someone that has previously climbed, you know, real mountains, I'm not talking a hill in your backyard, you don't deserve a permit. You know, they say, yeah, money buys you a trip to the summit. Money also buys a lot of deaths for people that don't know what the fuck they're doing. I didn't mean to get off on a tangent. I'm just saying I've been watching a shitload of Mount Everest videos this last week or so. And how the fuck those people could, oh, geez, you know, you're talking temperatures minus 80, minus 100. And the wind gusts are, you know, worse than a hurricane. Although a lot of people pay the price. There was this one doctor, I think he was a cardiologist, Beck, I think Winters, Beck. He was left for dead twice. They finally rescued him off the mountain. He ended up losing his hand down to here due to frostbite. And he lost all the fingers on the other hand. He's got some, they built him a couple of stubbies so that he can grip, but this, no, nothing. Not to mention, they had to cut off half of his nose due to frostbite. He paid the price. Because he can no longer practice medicine. Because unfortunately, you need two hands. Now, I'm sure he could be a consulting physician. I don't know, maybe he still runs a practice to a degree. But it was, I'll tell you what, when they showed on camera his hand frozen, they were tapping on it. It sounded like porcelain. Frozen solid. His hand was frozen fucking solid. They were tapping on it. And it was like tapping on a porcelain bowl. That's how frozen it was. Is it, seeing this kind of shit, is it really worth the bragging rights? You know, he admitted no. After they got him off the mountain and after years of rehab and everything and plastic surgeries and you name it, he admitted his family meant more than the bragging rights of reaching the summit of Everest. And you people, go on YouTube and put in Everest videos. There are lines with hundreds of people trying to get up to get to the top of that goddamn mountain. And of course, they don't want to fucking move when people come down off that mountain. It has turned into such a goddamn commercial enterprise. Now, I understand after 96, they instituted a lot of new rules, but it didn't mean much. So they cut the permits back a little bit. And the true mountaineers are the ones that are like, screw me, I guess. Yeah, it's sad. It's sad seeing people after they come down off that mountain. And then 6-8 months later, when they're showing half their feet missing due to amputations for frostbite, fingers missing, hands missing, is it worth it? Is it really worth it? That's only a question that people that want to climb the mountains can answer. Also, the new music station, they're operating again tonight. It never fails. They don't operate during the day. They wait until Grumpy goes on the air and then they fire up their music, you know. Okay, the CEO's making money off the lease, but Jesus, couldn't they put him down at the other end of the building? Now, the main topic. I had mentioned a while back, and it had to be, I'll say 6 months ago, that I was watching several videos taken from drones, and not professional studio drones, the ones you and I could buy in a store. And I made the comment, I was like, holy yutchapuck, how neat would it be for Grumpy to film outside a segment and have a drone hovering above my head, because they have this auto hover mode. You can send it up 8, 10, 50 feet and it'll stay there. And I mentioned I thought it would be neat for me to be out in the field or somewhere, parking lot, and do a stream. And basically have the footage from the drone while Grumpy's standing there doing the stream. I was like, oh, that would be neat. Well, a listener sent me an email and said, I saw your stream about wanting to play with a drone. I was like, oh, this could be interesting. And he says, if you email me the station address, I happen to have one, brand new, that I've never even taken out of the box. I changed my mind about whatever he was going to do with the drone. And he said, I'll gladly send it to you. Holy shit! Someone's going to send Grumpy a drone? Yahoo! Then, what made it even better? It's black and green. Grumpy loves green. I'm into green. And it has blue and green lights on the underside, so that when it takes off at night, it hovers with blue and green lights instead of red lights like most of them have. I was like, holy shit. He said, I will send you the information that you're going to need regarding your cell phone. I was like, oh. So he sent me the information, and basically, in order to download the apps, to download the app for the drone, the cell phone doesn't have to be an actual cell phone you use and talk on. As long as it could receive Wi-Fi, you can download the app and use the cell phone with the drone. I was like, oh, Grumpy has his older Moto G stylus. Oh, Grumpy has a cell phone to hook to the remote for the drone. I can't wait till it gets here so I can download the app and start playing with it. And the neat thing is, he told me, it's basically a beginner's drone. Now it's like 10 by 10, 10 inches by 10 inches, not a little dinky toy. And it has auto takeoff, auto hover, auto land, and auto avoidance. So Grumpy can't crash the fucking thing. When I want to take off, I push the button, take off. It'll go up to a pre-programmed height. And if I want to raise it up, I use the remote and I take it up. I can fly it. Then I can push auto hover and it'll stay there. And it has 2 cameras. Oh. I can't wait till it gets here. So I sent him a huge thank you email, even though I don't have it in my hand yet. I'm like, I've got some, for only having 53 subscribers, I must have a multitude of people that follow me that don't subscribe, which that's your prerogative. But to get an email from someone who listens on a fairly regular basis to say, Grumpy, you want a drone? I've got a drone, and I'm going to send it to you. Oh. Thank you. You know who you are if you're listening tonight. Although he did say he goes back in if he misses a stream. Oh, I can't wait. I'll be like a little kid with a new toy. Now the problem is I can't fly it in the studio. So I'll have to wait till the weather gets better. Because I don't want to try flying it in the snow. I'm liable to lose it somewhere. Although, he said, if you set it for like a maximum of 6 feet, you can fly it in a studio because it's got the auto avoidance. If it comes up to a wall, it'll stop and it'll move back away. Oh. And auto takeoff and auto land. It's a real beginner's drone. Wow. So, I can't wait till it gets here. And, listener, you know who you are. Thank you. And again, RB, I saw the portrait that you had up on your faceplant page. That is cool. You did some amazing work with that. I hope somebody has snatched it up already because that is like collector quality. I'm no art critic, but I'll tell you, you do so. I keep getting these red warnings. Uh-oh. It's telling me I might have some interrupted streaming going. Or it might be skipping. So if you're not getting everything I said, it's not my fault. It's useless, tube. I'm going to have to check into this. I don't know why today I got warnings flashing left and right. Jeez. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, another one. I don't know what's going on. I keep getting signals flashed in the corner of the screen every couple of seconds. I got a red block, which that's nasty when you see the red ones. Then I get a gray block. And the problem with my eye, I don't know what the hell it said. All I know is the red ones are nasty. So if this stream is choppy tonight, there is some problem going on. I don't know if it's YouTube or the memory on my computer or what. I'm going to have to do some research. Because I should not be getting all these warnings. I did a cleaning. Yeah. I just defragged my hard drive and got rid of a bunch of junk files. I don't know why I'm... Maybe Grumpy needs a new computer. Although, I've got 2 computers over in the other studio. Matter of fact, I got that one brand new one I bought before Christmas. I might have to do a little change around with computers and bring that one over here since I'm using this studio more. I think that computer's too tall to fit on the end of the console where I would want to put it. Always some technical bullshit. Kind of ruined my night. I was so excited about getting a drone. Now all of a sudden I'm getting all kinds of warnings. Your stream might be fucked up, Grumpy. That's the only warning I haven't seen yet. Oh, jeez. Never a dull moment. Yeah, I might have to. See, part of the problem is, right now, I've got one of them desktop computers that sits flat. The new computer is a horizontal tower. And I don't think it's going to fit over here. I hate the thought of having to dismantle half the console to install a new computer. But if that needs to be done, Grumpy will have to do it. If I've got that damn echo reverb problem over in Studio One, and I don't know what's causing it. Otherwise, I would do most of my broadcasting over there. Uh-oh. Another warning saying YouTube might be having some problems with your stream. Maybe Grumpy should kind of cut the stream short tonight and check into what the hell is going on. I think that's a wise idea while it's on my mind. So no, we don't want that. We want the outro music. It's going to be a short stream tonight, people. I need to check in to see what is going on with YouTube and my Prism. We're having some sort of behind-the-scenes technical difficulty. And I don't need the stream to be all choppy and buffered and all that shit. So, with that, I think we're going to cut the stream a little short tonight and do some technical work in the studio. Well, we know where. Right here at the multiplex. Somewhere between 7 and 8 p.m. Grumpy has a bad Bad problem with timing, starting the program at night. But with that, people, stay warm. Take care of yourselves. And Grumpy and the bird